a seed mission going on here. And he does fire a missile. But he does get hit. And I don't think he took out any anti-air. And there goes my Strelas trying to take out this Jaguar. Let's see if we do hit it. And there's another Jaguar seed mission there too. And he did not end up taking out any anti-air whatsoever, and he's already retreating. My anti-air is active and missing all the time, and this just kind of shows you guys how broken the AA is in this game. It's pretty garbage. Welcome to the channel. Thanks so much for being here. Do pull up your chairs, pour yourself some coffee, tea, wine, whatever it is you prefer. You're about to see a really fun 4v4 match. Now I actually get to play with a YouTuber named Saucy, who actually was nice enough to let me play with him. Kind of sounds wrong that I say that now, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so we're playing with Saucy, Pie Shadow, Zaphod, XD, and of course, you guys know me, Yellow Cossack. If you guys are new to the channel, this is a strategy channel. Right now, I only cover games that I have time for. It is a small channel, so bear with me. But if you guys like the content, please do subscribe and smash that like button. All right, without further ado, let's get started. So, as always, we like to start off showing off the units. So you guys see all the units being deployed over here. Let me close this real quick. All right, so we're playing on the triple strike map. I'm going to be taking the right flank here. We're going to have Saucy up here in the middle. And of course, Pie Shadow is going to be taking the left flank and probably supporting the mid. Right here, we also have this player here. And I think he's in a tactical pause because none of his vehicles are on the road. Anyway, so let's start covering Saucy's units here real quick. We got the some anti-air units right here, which are the ZSU-23s, which are pretty interesting. Not great. I'm assuming that these are pretty cheap, about 60 points each. And you know, there's a reason why he has 4 of them. All right, moving down, and actually, I don't think any of them are. Oh yeah, actually, they're upgraded to a corporal, which is not bad. I mean, still not a great unit, but all right. So on the left flank here, he's coming in with some nice units with the Gas 66 and the UAZ. So he's got some special forces units here. And these are 4 deployed, so because they got a little parachute right there. So these are pretty nice units. They can do some decent damage, and they also have some of those anti-tank weapons as well. And from everything I've seen, Saucy does like to play pretty infantry heavy. And the thing is, a lot of people do. So anyway, so he's coming in with more of those UAZ and Gaz units. Quite a bit of them. He's got 3 BMD2s. And again, another Gaz unit. He's got an Mi-24 helicopter, which we all know is the tank in the sky. I think they're a little bit OP in this game still, even after the patch. You guys can see what he's coming in with here. A lot of the similar units, some BTRs, some Strelas, some Gaz Recon units, and actually 2 T-80Bs, which I don't think I would be doing that so early in the game. Anyway, more Recon, another T-80. So he bought 3 T-80s, which are pretty pricey. Me, myself, I'm coming in with a lot of the UAZ anti-air units with 2 Strelas, and I am coming in with the 2 T-62s, which are 75 points each, and it's really because I have a lot of open area, so I need some armor. I also came in with the anti-tank infantry units, and I'm coming in with some really cheap, crappy Motostrelki. I mean, I guess they're not crappy, but I mean, they're not the best. But they do have that anti-tank capability, which is awesome. And of course, my Mi-8 support vehicle here. It's my Coming in here, we have the MI8 helicopter, which has the ability to suppress infantry pretty well, so that's just in support with my infantry. And of course, I got some BRDMs, recon coming in here. So let's go look at Pius here, what he brought himself. He's a little bit more, I would say, balanced here. He's got some his own same ones as Saucy here with the ZSU 23s, and he's got BMP3s, and he's got about 3 of them with actually a nice T80 here, which is very expensive. Actually, you could look at his, it's really nice. His infantry is only 40 points, which is pretty amazing, but also with the vehicle itself. He's coming in with MI8 and MI2 for recon in units, and he's coming in with more Strelas and BTRs on the left flank, and some more infantry here. Probably cheaper infantry, kind of just to be slowing things down on the left side, whenever he sends them. Saucy's units here are about to engage with Chatamir. And here he has his nice Mi-24 helicopter taking shots at his infantry there, trying to suppress any kind of pushes. Nice. Bugging out. You guys see there's going to be an airstrike happening here. And the aircraft is making its way out of there. A lot of air engagements going on right now. You guys see that Pius is actually pushing up here, and actually I'm surprised he's, oh, I guess he's trying to hide his anti-air unit. But you guys see a massive conflict going on here. One of his, actually 2 of his support infantry fighting vehicles are actually out now. Now it's just a full-on infantry fight going on. And it looks like Pius did win that engagement. He has the Motostrelki. And then you guys see anti-air getting engaged here. Tries, I got that F-15. Looking like Chatamir's looking pretty weak right here. It's a 3v1 and it's a recon, so he's definitely gonna pretty much shred that unit apart if he comes too close. So here we have Pius Shadow actually gonna be doing a little airstrike on the enemy. Right on top of all the Humvees. And there we actually have a really close anti-air encounter where he was actually able to get away. But you guys could see that he's very, very low health, but he was able to get away. Here we have a Apache taking shots at some BMPs that have been heavily damaged, and then you have the AH-1F actually firing at the Spetsnaz units there. And again, the Apache is firing. And this is Chatamir actually going against Saucy here. But we can see that he's moving up his CSUs up here. And it looks like he's tasking this one to go right after him. Let's see if he moves this AH-1F helicopter. Here you go. We have his units actually engaging there. The ZSU taking shots. And we see some heavy fighting in the air from both sides, trying to get air dominance. Here on the left side we have Pius, who's actually taken on the remaining recon unit here on the left side, which he just wiped out, clearing the left part of the mid section there. But here you go, the enemy actually just Chatamir just secured a hotel and now it's going to be a contest for Foxtrot. I'm actually very surprised at what the hell is going on here. This is the Terminator guy, and he has a insane amount of these 30mm recon units. Kind of seems like a spamming move to me, and any good player is just going to pick these off with bombers, especially when he has 0 anti-air. I don't know why you would order so many. That is 10 units right there. 10 units, and I'm assuming it's meant to overwhelm and suppress and shock anything it comes close to. But here you have Pius capturing units, capturing this point here on the left, Charlie. And it's looking like the Terminator has pretty secure in Echo. And I'm sure he's going to start pushing on Charlie, and we'll see what happens there as time develops. Here on the right flank, this is actually where I'm playing. I'm having encounters with, this is actually a Grenadier unit. It says they are. It's a French unit. And I have some Motor Strelky up here in this building. Here he is assaulting the building. Clearly, I think he has recon that is able to see that unit there. He's pushing up some, a lot of VAB T-20s right on top of my Motor Strelky. I'm trying to retreat here, but once they're routed, really, really hard to deal with that situation there. Here you guys see he's trying to do some airstrikes. That didn't end up happening. Ended up taking him out before he was able to do anything. And there you go. I did a nice little airstrike, actually taking out 3 of his VAB T-20s. Here's my tank encountering this little VAB. Nice. The T-62 took it out, but unfortunately it was taken out by the AMX-30, which was able to take out my little cheap tank. But I do have my BMP-2s taking out that tank there. There you go. He's going for my 24, and he was able to get it. And I swear, if we don't kill this F-15, I'm going to be upset. There you go. After like 19 missiles, we were able to hit 1. And here you go. The AMX-10 is actually facing off my T-80, which is kind of laughable. See the shot and kill right there, or not? Actually, he missed. I'm not exactly sure what he's trying to go for here. I'm pretty sure that he did pop smoke earlier, so maybe he's concealed and we can't see him right now. But actually, you guys see the T-80 actually trying to attempt to take shots there. He just turned his back to us. Hopefully, we can get a shot off. But it looks like he's still concealed enough. This thing looks pretty sick, but it's not actually very well armored. Believe it or not, these AMX-10s are going to Ukraine right now as we speak. From the French. Still in use today. There you go, he's taking shots at my Motor Strelky. Not doing so hot. A player just surrendered, actually. I'm not sure. That's unfortunate. That is one really unfortunate thing about playing online, is you have things like that happening. There's this T-55 trying to take on these Milan units, and that's not going to work out for him, I guarantee you. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. A T-55 is not very well armored, guys. And going against Milan, which has more range, even though they can't they don't have very like any armor really. They're still going to hit you from further away. In this scenario, actually, you know, if he had a couple of tanks, which he does, he could have pushed these up and, or maybe on the right flank here, and possibly taken out these Milan units. Let's see what's going on here in the middle. We have a pretty nice, solid front line coming here from Saucy. He has got a lot of his infantry building up here. He's pushing up more infantry here. Just creating a solid push force for the middle, which I'm sure he's going to make a play for eventually. So he's sitting here with his tanks, his Milan units. He's got a bunch of artillery. His right flank is definitely extremely weak right here. Definitely could push in here and destroy all of these artillery units. But I'm sure that Saucy probably has some counter battery going on here. So here we have the F-15C taking shots at the Su-25. And the anti-air is going off there from the Cubs. He does get a hit on an Su-25. You guys see the anti-air is just a little bit cross-eyed there and missed completely. But then we have the A-10 taking shots at the Su-25, especially with its main gun. And we have the F-11 right here. Looks like he used the A-10 to shoot something down, and now he's actually bugging out with his F-111. So Pius took Echo very quickly with just this insane amount of infantry supported by some BMPs and enough anti-air. And now he's actually making a play for golf, calling the enemy's bluff, knowing that the enemy has already expended too many units to really do anything about it, and looking like he's just performing a beautiful, beautiful flank here. If we look at the middle, Saucy is holding up really, really well. We just have kind of a situation going on here where we're just staring each other off between this little small area, but both enemies are very well dug in, and it's going to be pretty damn hard to push at all. And I'm not so sure that Saucy will do that. I don't think he will push, at least not right now, or not yet, unless the enemy relocates some forces somewhere else. I was only in this forest area to kind of just have a little bit of space between my zone and them. But here we're seeing the enemy pushing, and my anti-tank units are going to be taking these tanks out. Wow, actually I'm very surprised both of those missiles completely missed. But you guys do see more are on the way. Broadsided and destroyed. Beautiful. And I could tell you that he does not see my BRDM, which sees him. There you go. Beautiful. So that's 3 tanks destroyed. Sorry, 4 against my 2. Pushing up some more UAZ anti-tank units, but need to be careful here because the enemy does have infantry up here. If they push them on these units, I could easily lose them, but we are not deploying here. We are trying to deploy somewhere around here. So now you guys see that we do have a +8, and if you actually take a look at the map, we are well on our way to secure this left flank as well as this mid part here, which Saucy did capture. And I have distracted the enemy enough to waste their resources over here, which is very nice. Surprisingly, the Terminator was able to push some infantry and stop this massive infantry assault from Pius, which is pretty impressive. But he's playing dangerous because his CV unit is very exposed, and he's got 2 of them though, which is not a bad idea. And the AMX-30 is pretty well armored. I'm sorry, not well armored, but it is armored. But you see artillery coming in here. He's got a Challenger coming in, which is a really good tank. He's got 2 of them, but you know, that's not really enough. And you see now that Pius has changed tactics. Clearly the flank maneuver did not work out there. So now he's actually going to try to flank on the right side. So now we have Zappa XD actually taking out a command vehicle here, but it's doing a gun run, which is not going to do it. It's not going to cut it. This Su-25 may be dropping a bomb straight on top of... Actually, it's dropping it for the anti-air, and it might kill the command unit. Secondary explosion, maybe. There you go. Wow. Very beautiful. And now you guys see the enemy has lost their control of this territory. Here he is trying to use the Mirage 5 to take out the Su-25, but the anti-air is active and it's gonna get taken out. There's no way that this Mirage will survive. There you go, guys. Mirage is going down. Shot down by various different anti-air. Very beautiful. And now we have a +6. I'm seeing this Grenadier unit, which is very dangerous what I'm doing right here, right now. I think I saw some tanks up here. Hopefully I retreat these Conquerors because they're going to get destroyed. Receiving some fire from the Grenadier units. I don't think they're going to make it out alive. They'll be very lucky if they do. Here I'm pushing up the T-80 as well as a Motorstrelka unit to stop this Grenadier unit from advancing. Looks like the enemy is actually making a play right now for my right flank here, but here goes the anti-tank unit, actually about to take out the AMX-30, broadsiding it, getting very heavy damage there. And there you guys have it. That's the end of the match. Thank you so much for coming out. I do appreciate it. If you guys enjoy the content, do smash the subscribe and like button. You guys can see the stats here. Obviously, I didn't do the best, but I did okay. And I played with some pretty experienced players, so that was, you know, fun watching their strategies and learning from that. I didn't do the worst. I didn't do the best. But there's always a way to improve. And of course, you guys see our opponents' score sheets here too. And they did pretty decent, having a lot of kills, except for, of course, this guy right here had a very bad day. A lot of losses, not very many kills, but he had some conquest, so that's good. And of course, you know, WARNO does break down everything for you. So you guys see we had a minor victory. We actually made a massive comeback. They were beating us pretty bad most of the round. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, take care.